We're back again with another bottle yet to be opened. This one I'm excited about. I didn't really plan on open this one this week, but since watching Aquavitae and Oliver Chilton the other night there on over on Aquavitae's channel, I had a wee notion to get this one opened. I'm a big fan of Portiscaig. I've reviewed quite a lot of Portiscaigs over the time, and this is the one I'm probably more excited about than others. I love a good refill bourbon and things like that, and this one is going to hopefully live up to expectations. I'm going to get it open first, as always, get it in the glass, see if we can get a nice good pop. It's always satisfying. So this here is a Portiscaig Cask Strength Small Batch number 1 from 2023. You might have seen not that long ago I done another one very similar, Cask Strength 2024. The big difference being the cask makeup. The one I done before was a big sherry bomb, and this one here, straight away we can see by the colour, has got a massive bourbon influence. So the bourbon influence in this is first fill toasted bourbon barrels, 25% of that, and 75% of refill American oak. This is an Islay single malt, and it's 59.4% ABV. Single malt from Islay, big bourbon influence. Sweet bourbon, I think, is from the toasted, from the first to 25%, from the first fill toasted bar is going to be the good sweetness from it, and then the refill to kind of mellow it down into something quality I really hope for. As I say, Elixir is the owners of this here. Oliver Chilton kind of oversees the cask makeup and things of it. And watching the other night, his perma-shelf bottle was a Portiscaig 8-year-old, which for me is the exact same. Maybe you can just see where I'm pointing at just now. I've got a little trio of Portiscaigs sitting up there in the Cask Strength, the 8, and I think it's a 15 I've got sitting up there just now. And I've also got an Elements of Islay as well. But back to this. It's a non-age statement, and it's from Islay. Probably going to be led to believe it's going to be a Caol of some degree. Single malt as well, so it's not a blend. We do know it's from one singular distillery, Elixir being Portiscaig, Elements of Islay, and also single malts of Scotland. They've got black top rum and other things. If you've been seeing with my stories and things lately, I've been having a go at the Elixir trails, being able to try some other whiskies from this cool wee part on the website, but I'll put a wee link in below at the end of this. This is a style of whiskey that I should enjoy, something that I would look for on a shelf if I was to buy a whiskey. So really hope it does live up to expectations. I've got my water pipette here as well, and being at 59.4%, right? I love the label, I love everything about that. So I'm going to give it a wee swirl in a glass. It's super light. For me, from the way it is, it's going to be potentially younger stock, right? Just from the colour of it, just how it's taken to it. It's non-chill filtered and it's natural colour. So for me, on a visual, of it just now, I'm going to suspect it might be a young whiskey. So, legs on it, it's taken its time to come down, it's got that longevity. Again, other things I like, I don't know if it'll focus on it. Yeah, see how, look at that. So this is very light hay straw colour, closer to golden or a little bit of lemonade with a splash of lime in it, something like that colour wise. But I'm going to get it on the nose. I've been chatting for a few minutes now, but I think it's time to get this on the nose, get it on the palate, and get the first taste of this and see what it's like. And then in the future, I'm going to do a wee side by side with the other Cask Strength. But let's get this on the nose. It's undoubtedly Islay, right? Without even, if this was a blind pour, I would be straight for Islay. It's got that, like, one of those sugared candied bacon, zesty lime as well. There's that kind of freshly mown or freshly ploughed barley field, barley sugar, like that kind of wort note to it. And there's a kind of treacle syrup, like a maple syrup or the golden syrup we used to get in the wee tin, especially in the UK. It was a mess when you're trying to get it out and put it on tablet and things like that. It's got that note to it as well. There's a cleanness, there's a soft kind of earthiness to it. And there's this like peachy note as well, like a kind of underlying peach. So candy bacon, soft peach, barley, wort. There's just a nice sweetness on it as well, and I think that's what we're saying with these kind of sweet, kind of the first fill bourbon, I think it was. First fill toasted barrels, so that's maybe what's coming through there. Well, let's get it on the palate. It doesn't smell like 59% to me. I would be tricked straight away on the nose. I think it would be lower, personally. But I love the nose. Slanger. Just going by that. If you like amazing peaty whiskey, this is it. That first initial, that toasted 25% comes through. There's this bizarre peachy note that's still staying there. Maybe coming closer to peach melba now, and ashy peat on top of it. The sweetness from that kind of sweet water from the wort is what I would maybe potentially say. There's a super dryness to it as well. Really bizarrely dry. There's a kind of creamy note on top now as well. Like, I wouldn't say custard or anything like that, but just like a clotted cream. But ashy, sweet peat. It's very relaxed. It takes its time. It's super long. And there's now like a white pepper spice in the back note. I don't know if it's because my first dram of the day. That's the palate waking up. But I've added some water now. You see, I've put a fair wee bit in there. But on the nose, it's more. Nothing's really changed. Maybe more of that kind of barley field note as well. It's great. Like, it's just it's a wonderful style. Something that I really enjoy. I prefer that without water, for sure. I think it's just really taking everything back. I like the kind of excitement straight away. I liked how it was exciting on the palate, and now it's just like it's slowed itself down. Still tons of flavour there, syrupy note to it, and top that golden syrup staying there. The viscosity that I use quite a lot with Port Askaig is staying there, longevity. It's a dram you don't need to revisit because the flavour stays, the taste stays, the aftertaste, and that just whiff of ashy peat in there as well with the sweetness on top. It's a dram that I love, dram that I like. I think this is like £60 a bottle, and I would definitely recommend if it's something that you would go for or you're not too sure, pick this up. It's just a great dram. It's so long. I'm going to go and sit back and enjoy the rest of this. I'm actually going to go and pour another one of a wee day off here and just see what else comes from it. This is Tuesday, it's Pancake Tuesday when I'm recording this, so I'll go and find how these sit alongside with pancakes. But guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this, if you've had this before or if you try something different. And as always, join me next week. Let's talk whiskey. Thanks.